Good morning, children. So, we are continuing with our topic. The next topic is various outbreeding devices or adaptations for xenogamy or cross pollination. Most of the flowering plants produce bisexual or hermaphrodite flowers. In such flowers, the pollen grains are likely to come in contact with the stigma of the same flower. Continued self-pollination results in inbreeding depression. Angiosperms have developed so many devices or adaptations to discourage autogamy, that is self-pollination, and to encourage xenogamy, cross-pollination. The important adaptations or outbreeding devices are the following that we'll discuss in the next slide. So, the first outbreeding device or adaptation is unisexuality or dicliny. That is, the stamens and carpels occur in different flowers. That is, in male flowers and female flowers. First type is monoecious. That is, both male and female flowers occur in the same plant. This condition prevents autogamy or self-pollination, but not the geitonogamy. That is, flowers present in the same plants. Examples are maize, castor, cucumber, etc. Second type is dioecious. That is, male and female flowers occur in different plants. It prevents both autogamy and geitonogamy. The examples mentioned: papaya, date palm, cannabis, etc. Next outbreeding device is dichogamy. Anther and stigma mature at different times so that self-pollination is inhibited. It is of two types. First one is protandry and the second one is protogyny. You can see the terms, they are related to androecium and gynoecium. The first one, protandry. That is, anthers mature first. Examples are sunflower, cotton, salvia, etc. The second type is protogyny. Stigma matures first. Examples are mirabilis, gloriosa, etc. Now, from the slide, you will get a clear idea about protandry and protogyny. And after that, we are moving to the next type, self-incompatibility or self-sterility. It is a genetic mechanism. The pollen grains of a flower are not able to grow on the stigma of the same flower or the other flowers of the same plant. By inhibiting pollen germination or pollen tube growth in the pistil, it is due to the presence of certain sterile genes. From the diagram, you can see the representation of the self-incompatibility method. The examples given are sunflower, mustard, potato, tobacco, etc. Now the next method is prepotency. That is, the pollen grains of another flower germinate on the stigma more rapidly than the pollen grains of the same flower. Example, apple, grapes, pear, etc. The next method is heterostyle. The flowers have different type of heights of styles and stamens. Thus, pollen from a flower cannot bring about self-pollination. Example, oxalis, jasmine and gloriosa. The next method is hercogamy. It is a mechanical device that prevents self-pollination and favors cross-pollination. And the mature anthers and the stigma occur in different positions. Example, gloriosa, clerodendron, etc. In this slide, you can see the diagrammatic representation of the hercogamy and the heterostyle. So now already we have discussed about all the methods to promote the cross-pollination. See how wonderfully nature is guiding plants to promote cross-pollination, to have variations in the next generations. That's why it is discouraging the self-pollination and promoting the cross-pollinations to have variations in the next generation.